Hey guys, Zero here, back with another installment of my Counterplay KanColle series. This is going to be part 2, where you choose your first ship, we do a little bit of a factory tour, you organize your fleet, you do your first quests, you sortie, so you go at battle and such like that, and you know how to resupply your ships. So let's get started here. We're back at this screen. I'm going to click this over here because it's the one that is least empty, most empty, sorry. So do that. Oh wait, there's a problem! So this is, I encountered this last time when I was going through it. So what you gotta do actually, because you actually have to set your time again. I know I did in the last tutorial, but to set your time to Japan time if you actually adjusted it back. So once you go there, adjust time just like again, and go down there to plus 9. Plus 9 Osaka Sapporo. Minimize that for a second. Refresh. Now we're back on the server screen. We should click that. Should be good. Come on, I believe in you. There we go. So, pro tip again: once you actually get into the game, you can change your time. But before that, you have to actually connect to the server with Japan time. And from experience, I'll definitely show you again with my current time and not Japan time. There we go. Game start. There we go. And here we are to choose your first ship. So now, oh actually no, before that, whoops. It's put in your admiral name, so as you already know what mine's going to be. Now be careful, you cannot change it afterwards. So choose carefully. Now, you can choose one of your first shipfus. And most of them actually don't matter. Most of them have the same stats. But actually from what I've read, actually it's a good investment to get Fubuki since she actually has more upgrades down the line at the moment. So this little first step here is Fubuki, and next should be, who is that? Murakumo, I think that's the name. And next one it should be Sazanami. Yeah, Sazanami. Thank you. And then Inazuma is next. And the last one should be Samidere. Samidere? Alright, so again, they don't actually really matter. God, the game is really loud. But yeah, it should not matter. You can choose any one of them. You can choose what looks, whatever. But Fubuki is a good investment. Apparently she doesn't drop as much, according to one of my friends. But since I like the color pink, I'll go with Sazanami. So unfortunately you don't know what they're talking about. But again, I have a future tutorial for a plugin that will definitely help you out. I don't know what you're saying, but okay. Continue anyways. Yep. Cool. So I just clicked through all that. Let's go. So I do apologize, the game is a little ugly. The tutorial here will start. But yeah, it's a little pixelated because I'm going to zoom up on this to make it easy for you guys to see it. So unfortunately, you're looking at a really pixelated version of the game. Also turn down the volume for myself because it's actually really loud. So let's just turn it down there. Voice down as well. There we go. More bearable for me. So that's the settings menu, just in case you know. And then here's where we get acquainted a little bit with the main screen. So from the top bar, from left to right, so top bar right here, you have your port button, right? And then you have your stats, you have your friends fleet, which is not a feature that's in the game yet, unfortunately. I'm not entirely sure what it will be. Card display is going to show you a collection of ships and equipment. And rewatch marriages, because yes, you can marry your shipfus. We have here your items, so you can show your metals, furniture, boxes, your instant build items, cash items. So you can buy cash stuff, but I wouldn't recommend it, obviously, but do whatever you want. Next we have quests. I believe, no, this is quests. Yeah, this is quests. This is furniture makeovers. You can actually get items to make your place look better. Instead of having a box for a desk, you can actually have something useful. I have quests over here, which you can get stuff like all this stuff over here, actually, with furniture, other rewards that you can finish quests, right? Like other quests. And then here we have the cash shop. As I think it's self-explanatory. And here we have some of the other resources you would find. These barrels are your fuel. This is all your ammo. These little bullets over here. Metal is metal. I think it's steel or something. I think it's steel. Yeah. And then here we have something called bauxite. I'm not sure what it actually is in real life, but you'll need it for your game. So very top bar, you have your admiral name. I have mine there. Your whole level of your port. You have your number of, let's see, what is it? I think number of fleets, available fleets, 1 here. Number of available ships. The buckets are your instant repairs, because your ship will get damaged. And these nails over here are your development materials. So it's currently to build ships or other equipment. So that's the main menu here. And I know I haven't mentioned the wheel here, because it's part of the tutorial. So let's get started here with their basic tutorial. This is going to basically tell you to build a ship. So let's click on that here. Right, so here is your shipyard, I would say. Now, what you have to do here for the tutorial is actually make your first ship. You'll start with a very basic tutorial here, but for your future notice, you can actually discard equipment here. You can dismantle different parts, as well as ships, development equipment. So now you want to do a very simple ship. There are recipes to guarantee you higher chances to get other ships, but start with a regular 30-30-30. Everything 30 fuel, 30 metal, steel, 30 ammo, and 30 bauxite. Just taking like a tenth of our resources here, so we can create a basic ship. You can actually, it's really random. I actually got a I think battleship, Suya, last time I did this, and so I'm wondering if I can get lucky and not get a destroyer, because generally this 30-30-30 is for destroyers. So let's go ahead. Alright, so this tells how long it's going to take, as well as actually, I want to know this timer here tells you how long in real life it'll take. So you have to wait 20 minutes. I also will not make you wait 20 minutes. I'll come back when it's ready. But for the case of knowing what ships you want to make, or you might be getting, you'll find out why that time right there. 20 minutes is generally a destroyer, if I remember correctly. Other times vary. I'll leave a description. I'll leave a link in the description below, so you can find out more info about that and wait times and recipes for that. So I'll be back in 20 minutes so you can finish off this tutorial. Alright, so the game has just finished building our ship. We can just click the get button here and we can get our ship. Let's see who it is. It's definitely a destroyer. I can't pronounce that name, but cool. Get. Now we got a new ship in my way. I mean, in our fleet. Hello, fairy. Anyways, so we're done that, and we can just go to the main menu. Or, just a pro tip here, this sidebar acts just like that wheel we have, so you can go through that as well. But let's go to the main menu. Whoops, let's see. There we go. Main menu. There we go. Just so we understand what we're doing here. Also, as you should notice by now, I've actually changed it to my time. It's actually 10 p.m., 10:38, 10:40, yeah, my time right now. So, again, this proves that, you know, once you finish playing with the game, like a little bit into the game in Japan time, you can just play it at your regular time and it'll be fine. So here, tutorial 2, it'll ask you to actually organize your fleet. So this is all you can do is add your ships to your fleet. So this is the first fleet you get. At certain levels you'll get, or prizes you'll get, these second, third, and fourth fleets. So they only have one ship. I'll just click this here and it'll tell me what ships I have available. It is, what's her name? I can't say again. It's also where you can rename your fleets. So I'm gonna call it Testo. Get it? Testo. Anyways, that's how the Japanese pronounce it. And so now it'll ask you, once you finish this, to go to the main menu and click on your quests. Click on that. I believe in you, game. I believe in you. You can load. Oh, I didn't know I didn't click it. Okay, I just clicked away the quest line, but here's our requests. Hello there. And then, so this should be the first quest available, is the one to build your ships, or 2 fleet. Actually, no, have 2 ships in your fleet, it seems, because it says 2 right there. So click that. So it should be orange before you finish it, but since we already finished it, we can click that nice blue button and claim our prizes. We got 20 fuel and 20 bullets. Nice. Oh, do we get another ship too? I don't remember getting another ship from this. What? Let's go back here for a second. I do have a 3rd ship. All right. But right, nice. Thank you, game. Actually, improve here. You can't have 2 of the same ship in the same fleet. So you know. Damn. Yeah. So you in case you wanted to know, since I'm here, to exit out of the menu, just click once away from that and one more time. Yeah, you can only have 1 type of the same ship in your fleet. So let's go back there. Now, the game's gonna ask you for your first sortie. Woo! Now, one thing I want to mention as well, the quests, the plugin I mentioned earlier will be definitely helpful in that, telling you what you need for those quests to be completed. Now, let's go to the sortie. Nice little button right here. Tells you what it is. It's the center button. So some info on the sortie. You can actually use to send your fleets to battle or on expedition missions for materials such as, bauxite and such like that you can see above. Top right corner, as I've already shown off, right over here. Now, so you're done there, you click this one. This is actually for your battles. This one's to battle other ships, but I don't usually use that. Let's go to this guy here. Right, and then the first map should be the only one available to you. Click on that. I don't know what that says, but you can click on that too. You choose which fleet. Now we only have 1 available. We'll click on that. This also shows your stats on what kind of things. I'll explain battling much more in another video, but you'll see here about the stats, what your fleet is capable of. And if you're ready, you click on that big red button. Let's go! And this should be our first battle here. So some things I want to mention while this is going on is that it's actually more of a hands-off RNG turn-based kind of battle system. So what we'll see first here is going to be a first bout of fire between the enemy and you. And then if they have abilities, they'll play on as well. Oh, ooh, okay, ouch, he gets shot there. So this is where you need to fix them up. We should be able to defeat this guy without losing a ship. Torpedoes? Yeah, there we go. There's torpedo round. And we can take a lot of damage, but we do win that. Now, one thing you should also know is once you, if you actually don't finish that bout of torpedoes and everything like that, and no one dies, you get S rank. Booyah! You go to night battles, which is kind of second bout of fighting. But S rank, this is so you know the quality of your battle depends on how well you did against the enemy. Here I did pretty well apparently. I got an S even though I got harsh damage on me. And I believe it goes from D to S just like any other ranking system in any Japanese game I've ever seen. And also you get an MVP. MVP! Woo! So they get extra XP on top of that. I believe it's because they do the most damage. Now, next. Oh no, what? Oh, right. Just trying to tell me that she's heavily damaged and we should go back to port. So, because of that, we go back to port. Now, unfortunately, I didn't actually take the time, it didn't give me the time to actually choose to go back or not. You'll definitely be presented with 2 options of the screen if you can actually continue. On the left side, it should say continue mission. And the right side, you can click go to home port. So, that will be your information. I'm sorry, I don't have a screenshot. I could maybe actually pull it from my older video. That would help a lot, actually. That should. But yeah, you should definitely return to home port, especially if you're damaged, and especially if you're just starting out, since you definitely cannot take another battle on. After that, you go to home port. You can resupply your ships with this lovely button over here. So in this game, they'll use your resources. It's just like your ammo and your fuel. So here we can resupply our ships. You can choose 1 or 2 of them, and if we choose both, we can do that. And then here we choose actually to add fuel only, both, or just ammo only. Now since I want to do both, I'll just click this one here, and I'll refuel both of them with both ammo and fuel. Cool. Now, two things you should know once you're finished, because you're almost finished here. Let's Fleet Sally go. I don't know about this, but okay. I think, oh, that's trying to tell me that you're finished the tutorial. So, here we are back at the main screen. The characters do change CG here, depending on how much damage it is, especially if it's your main ship. So, two things you need to know about this is the two things, refit here is the gears. This is where you can change your equipment on your ships, remodel or modernize your ships, so upgrades here and there. So you can also scrap ships for parts as well here. But I don't want to do that, I want to keep the two ships I already have. Let's go back here in the main menu. And last, and especially, the most important thing, especially now since I'm heavily damaged, I want to click this anchor here, which is docking. This is where you can choose your ships to get repaired. They take real time again, just like to create a ship to repair. So let's go click that. We have our first flagship here. Haha, flagship. And we want to say yes or no. Yes, I want to put here for 2 minutes and 50 seconds. This being green button means you use a bucket to instantly repair, but I don't want to do that. I can wait 2.5 minutes, or 250 actually. And there's 2 slots here. You can unlock more later on, I believe, but I'm not sure. Don't recommend that. I don't know about what these two say. And then empty again, so let's put another ship in there to repair. Yes, please. There you are. You finished the first tutorial. You can go on and discover what you want. But now I want to tell you about the next videos that are going to be about ship types, more about the combat mechanics, because they are really too simplified, and you should understand them so actually you can build your fleets around, you know, what you need, right? And some more about the plugin I mentioned, actually. Maybe the plugin will go first, actually. That'd be the best, I think. So you guys can actually understand what is going on instead of all this blubber that is Japanese. Now, if you like this video, please leave a like. If you dislike the video, if it maybe didn't help you or not, please leave a dislike. Maybe even just like leave a like and tell me what went wrong and maybe I can help you out. But you know, I would love feedback either way. Subscribe to see more videos as soon as they come up, especially my upcoming content, including this KanColle series. I'll thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.